importance of body language in interviews. Research suggests that body language and paralinguistic cues, that is, intonation, body posture, facial expression, etc., influence up to 93% of human communication, while only 7% is shaped by the words we use. Imagine the profound impact that non-verbal communication can have then on the hiring and the interviewing process. The ability to accurately assess a candidate's body language in the interviewing process will increase a company's quality of hire. A candidate's words may not expose as much about him or herself the way their body language can. When you meet with a job candidate for an interview, you automatically begin to observe their body language as soon as they enter the room. Upon meeting someone for the first time, their body language and non-verbal signals greatly determine your initial impression of them, consciously and subconsciously. There may even be specific mannerisms you're looking for in a candidate that will help you determine if they will be a good hire. The body language of a job candidate can reveal their level of confidence. Pay close attention to the body language cues such as sitting up straight, fidgeting, and touching of the face. A candidate with good posture and who talks easily about their past accomplishments is sure of himself or herself and will likely be a high performer. If you want to know a person's true feelings or emotions, it's best to study their face. It's advised that while you're speaking, you should observe the candidate's responsive face. For instance, if you were to say, "This position requires traveling," and the candidate smiles before saying, "That's great," they must likely truthfully feel that way. However, if the candidate says, "That's great," and then smiles, you should probably question their sincerity. Maintaining eye contact during an interview is crucial for a candidate. If you find that someone is unable to look you in the eye, that may mean a few different things: shyness, nervousness, disinterest, or dishonesty. Candidates who stare blankly and show barely any emotion most likely have no interest in being an active participant of the interview process. A person who stares signifies aggression or fear. What a candidate does with their hands, arms, feet, and legs can also tell about their personality. If a candidate crosses their arms during an interview, you can take that to mean a negative and defensive attitude. Resting an ankle or the other knee is not appropriate in an interview setting. Experts say that this suggests an arrogant and a very casual attitude. Those who express themselves with an open hand and visible palms show openness and sincerity. However, waving hands about and making sharp gestures can signify aggression and is not very professional. It could also probably mean that the candidate is aggressive by nature. If you're conducting a video interview with a candidate, assessing the body language will require a little more effort and attention to detail because he or she will be sitting across a webcam instead of your desk. Are they leaning forward in their seat, actively listening to you and making eye contact? These are all signs of enthusiasm that you want to see in a candidate. It's important to keep in mind that first impressions can be influenced by our own personal biases. Therefore, you should not immediately make judgments on a candidate. It should also be noted that a candidate's behavior during an interview may be misleading and that most people are nervous in interviews even if it's not blatantly obvious. Assessing a candidate's body language is useful when making a hiring decision, but it should not be the sole basis for determining whether you should offer him or her a position. What you can learn from a glance. Elliot Hall, a highly respected authority on body language, says that hiring managers, while they may not be conscious of it, already begin to size up a candidate for the position at first glance. And it's literally a first glance. In the first 4 seconds of meeting someone, you will have already answered 4 questions. Do I like you? Do I trust you? Are you safe? And who do you remind me of? Said Hop. Consider too that even in a short 20-minute meeting, a person can transmit up to 700 non-verbal signals, and that's beyond the verbal communication already taking place. There are some things hiring managers can keep in mind and even pre-plan in order to best assess a candidate using their non-verbal cues.